back to the K-2 Financial Health Channel. I'm K-2. If you're new to this channel and knew what you get ready to hear, I am asking you to do one important thing for me, is to share this very valuable financial health information with someone you know. They can use this information to their advantage going long term, and who knows, maybe you can too. This is the video, guys. This is the video where I show you my updates in a transparent way. I show you all my accounts, from bank accounts to 401ks to HSAs and so forth and so on, everything I own, right? And it's going to be showing you guys where I am in my process to achieve a $45,000 net worth increase for the year 2025. That's my goal I set for myself in January. This video is my 2025 mid-year update on where I am. So what I'm going to do is ask for you guys to participate by grading me what you think where I am in my process as I go through all my accounts and talk about it and give you guys some notes specifically where I am, how I feel about it. I'm going to grade myself, but I'm going to ask you guys to step in and grade me as well. At the end of the video, you're going to see my overall grade. Stay tuned, because you're going to see my overall grade, and you're also going to see my net worth, where it stands right now. Now, when I started the year in 2025, my net worth was $108,000. Now, again, stay tuned to the end of the video. You're going to see, did it go up? Did it go down? Did it stay the same? Let's check it out, all right? Okay, so what is net worth? Let's get into it. Before I break off into my accounts, let's take care of some things first. What is net worth, right? Just like your physical health, your heart rate, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, certain things of your physical health is a good indication of your overall physical health. Just like, certain things in your mental health is a great indication of where you are mentally, right? And certain things that you can talk about as far as your spiritual health, certain indicators that can indicate where you are spiritually, right? The 4 pillars of health, right? Physical health, mental health, spiritual health, and financial health, right? Now, in the financial health world, hey, look, your net worth is a great indication of where you are in your financial health, okay? So what's net worth again? Net worth is everything you own subtracted by everything you owe. Everything you own are your assets, right? Everything you owe comes under the subcategory of liabilities, okay? So everything you own could be your house, could be your car, could be other valuable possessions, right? Art possessions, trading card possessions, right? You own some trading cards. You own a very valuable art set or art painting or things of that nature, right? So those are assets. And what are liabilities, right? Credit cards, student loans, personal loans, payday loans, all that kind of thing, right? Okay. So I think it's great to listen to other content creators out there. I've been listening to other content creators out there, and it's great to have them, to see them talk about where they are in their financial life, right? Showing and talking about actual numbers. I love that, right? Showing us that, hey, they're getting through the process, they're building up their net worth. It's great to actually see that. It's great to see other content creators, other people talk about where they are and actual numbers where they are. That's great. I want to have everybody get to that point where they feel comfortable in talking about, and get rid of all the stigma, get rid of all the what you hear about, what society tells you, and hush about your finances. That's a bunch of bull crap, right? So it's great to hear other people talk about where they are, just like I am. And I encourage all content creators to do the same, right? The only thing I would suggest the content creators I've heard talk about their personal finances, where they are in actual numbers, what's their net worth, for example, and how they're increasing their net worth, is to talk about their cars, right? For example, right? The people I've heard talk about where they are on their net worth journey, they don't talk about their cars. They don't put their cars into their net worth. And I think that's a shame, right? That's a mistake, because that the total definition of net worth includes, hey, if you were to sell all the things you own, will be your value back. How much money you got coming back, right? If you go sell your car, you're gonna get, it's a decent car. You're gonna get, a nice, value out there in the open market. You're gonna get something back from that car if you sell it, right? If it's a decent car, right? That money you get from that car goes to your net worth, right? So I think it's a mistake that the content creators who talk about their net worth don't include their cars. Well, I'm going to include my car. All right, guys. So let's get into it. I got some notes here for you. I'm going to break it all down. Let me go ahead and tell you what's coming up here from start to finish. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to talk about are my bank accounts, right? There's 3 of them here. I got my main bank account, my brick and mortar. Well, that's where it starts at. My money comes from my checks, my full-time checks, and my gig work goes straight to my main. It gets divvied out. It gets transferred out of there, automatically to different various accounts. Okay. Now, 3 of them, right? My main, my credit union. All right, we're going to talk about that. My online bank as well. All right, so there's 3 of them there. The next thing I'm going to talk about are my brokerage accounts / I got 2 brokerage accounts. One's a special brokerage account. I'm going to explain that to you guys as I go along. So my 2 brokerage accounts / I have an account at Fidelity that has my traditional IRA and my Roth IRA. All right, so we're going to talk about that. All right, and then we're going to talk about my 401k, my work 401k, Roth 401k, and then we're going to talk about my health savings account at my full-time job, HSA. Right, we're going to talk about that, and then lastly, we're going to talk about the value of where my car is at right now. My car. We're going to also talk about other things in my household. Other valuables that I own. I have a trading card collection, things in the household, laptops, furniture sets, and things of that nature. All right. Okay. So let's get into it, guys. Let's start with my main bank accounts and go from there. Let's go to it. Okay, guys. So again, what I'm going to do is go down to each account and talk about it. I'm going to give some notes that I wrote down here, let you guys know where I'm at, how I feel about each account. And then I'm going to say a few things about my accounts, where I am, and then I'm going to give an overall grade. Some of these accounts, I'm going to give you a goal for the year of 2025, what my goal was and where I am in my goal, and then I'm going to grade myself. All right, so let's get into it. Here's my main brick and mortar bank account. All right, this is my main account here. You see the first checking account up there, $4,208.53, is where my gig work money is deposited into. The second one is where my full-time job's money is deposited into. Now, here's some notes on this account here, guys. You see that last one down there, that savings? It's 38 cents in that particular account. That is my sinking fund. My tax sinking fund. The money was transferred to the top one there because I wrote a check to the I to the R to the S. My federal taxes is coming out of that first checking account. So I just transferred money from my sinking fund, that savings account, up to my first checking. You guys see that $4,208.53. $3,450 goes to taxes. So that money will be taken out of there. So I've subtract $3,450 from that total up top there. All right. And that leaves $758.53, which will be in that account in a few days when my taxes are taken out of that. All right. So you see down the savings down below, it's 38 cents in there. We're going to restart the cycle again of putting money into that account every month now to prepare me for next tax period next year. Now, instead of putting $250 in every month now, going forward, I'm going to put $300 into that savings account, that tax sinking fund down below. Okay. So when everything's said and done here in a few days, guys, this account's going to look a little different. So I got rent coming out of the second checking account, and I do have some more money from my gig work that's going to be deposited into that first checking account up top there in a few days, early next week. So that just kind of give you guys some notes on what's going on. Now, everything said and done for right now, it'll be this the money that's going to be left, $2,388.27. It's kind of tight for my liking. I like a little more in there. I like a little, we call it earlier, I talked to you guys about that extra sinking fund, the extra money in there to kind of balance things out, to kind of add a little more money in there. I got some things, from me and my perspective, guys, whenever you're having a lot of money coming out of your two checking accounts, a lot of money is being transferred back and forth to these accounts in my automated system. I like to have a little extra in there, a little extra leeway in there, okay? In case something happens. I'm always thinking ahead, okay? Now, when that sinking fund gets more money in there at the end of this month, it's going to act as my another backup system, right? This acts as my overdraft protection fund, right? Overdraft protection account, I should say. All right. Okay, guys. So a little tight on my end. I like to have a little more in there. I guess I'll grade my main checking account and my main bank account as a grade C+. I give myself a C+. All right, guys. Let's get to the next account. Okay, guys. So this is my credit union here. This is my money market account inside my credit union. This particular account serves as my emergency fund, okay? And so you see the total there, $9,539.65. And I got some notes here. I got to get to my notes about that. Now, this is my top priority, guys. This account right here serves as my top priority for the year of 2025. Now, let me explain to you guys what's in my credit union. This account right here, my money market account. I also have a savings account inside my credit union right now, okay? At this moment, that serves as another sinking fund. That's what I call my holiday Christmas sinking fund, all right? And so I start that sinking fund after the July 4th holiday. And I'll show you guys that in a few seconds here. All right, so this is my money market account. Again, it's my top priority. How do I feel about this account? Right now, I'm contributing. And you know what, guys? I feel bad about this account. That's why it's my top priority to get it taken care of. I used to have between $12,000 and $12,500 to $15,000. This account right here is taking some hits, okay? It's taking some hits over the years. I feel bad about it. The last last year and a half, 2 years, I've had to take care of some emergencies, some family, and so forth and so on, et cetera, et cetera. And I really didn't replace it as well as I should have, right? So that's why it's the top priority right now, okay? And so I'm contributing $750 to this account a month until I get to where I need to be, right? So at the end of the year in 2025, my goal is to get this thing to $12,500. At the beginning of next year, I'm not going to contribute $750 anymore. It's going to be scaled back to just $100 a month until I get to the $20,000 mark. So I'm satisfied with $12,500 at a minimum. That's okay. But at the beginning of January in 2026, I'm going to start contributing $100 a month until I get to $20. After I get to $20,000. After I get to $20,000, I'm going to switch over, take that money and switch it to something else to build on something else, okay? I'll make that decision then. But for right now, 2025, my goal is to get this thing to $12,500, okay? I feel bad about it. As a top priority, it's going to be okay. Again, right now, my goal is $12,500. I would say my grade, I give myself a B minus. There's been some things that happen, and I'm on the right track right now. So I can't give myself a great grade, but B minus is where I'm at right now. Again, you guys go through my list and grade me. As I go through these, I want you guys to grade me as well, okay? Now, let's go to the next one here. This here is going to be added to, just let you guys know before I go over to my savings account, this is going to be added to this month of August. So that's going to be another $750 is going to be added to this, all right? So let's go to my other account here. Okay, so here is my savings account. This is my holiday / Christmas sinking fund. And what I'm going to do is, this is going to be $50 each month until the end of the year, okay? My goal here is between $400 and $500 for right now. That's where I stand. So I'm doing pretty good with this particular account. Off to a great start. So I give myself an A. This is not as desperate or not as serious as the account I just showed you, my emergency fund inside my money market account. So I give myself an A grade so far on this account. All right. Okay. So the total I have in my credit union is $9,600, and I want you guys to add these up. Okay. Now again, my total that will be in my main bank account is, again, so you guys can add them up, will be in a few days, $2,388.27. All right, that's my main bank account. Now, this total here in my credit union, again, $9,639.97. All right, so let's jump to my online bank account. All right, this is my online health savings account. This is at Lending Club. All right. Now, this account serves as another sinking fund. This is my car replacement sinking fund. As you guys can see, there's $2,006.82 in this particular account. All right. Now, some notes associated with this account. I stopped contributing to this account, which I feel so bad about, right? Because, again, my focus is right now for the rest of 2025 is my emergency fund at my credit union, and also another account I'm going to talk about, my HSA, my health savings account. Those two accounts are top two priorities, right? This account here is kind of taking a backstage a little bit until those two accounts get satisfied somewhat. And then I'll start contributing to this account again. This account, that's still a priority now. I want you guys to understand. This account is still a priority. I just stopped what I'm doing so I can focus on those two accounts as a priority. Now, once 2025 is over and that emergency fund is up to par, like I just told you guys about, this account will shoot up the list right away, right? It's going to shoot up the list as taking one of the top two priorities along with my HSA, all right, my health savings account, all right? So I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about stopping my contributions to this account, but I got to do what I got to do, right, guys? So again, I want you guys to grade me when I get done. I'm going to grade myself as well. So my goal for this particular account, guys, was $5,000. And if I keep doing what I'm doing, obviously I stopped contributing to this account. Obviously, I'm not going to make that. There's been some things that have happened as far as my emergency fund and me to focus on my HSA, for example. So I can't give myself a good grade on this. But I can't kill myself about it either. I mean, right now it's not pressing, and I'm focused on what I have to do. So I give myself a C plus. What do you guys think? I give myself a C plus. My goal was $5,000 though for 2025. I'm not going to make that, right? Right now I'm stuck at 2,000, and so I may be able to, if things fall in place like I think, I hope. At the end of 2025, maybe sometime in December, I can start contributing to it again. If my emergency fund, rises up to where I can get it in December, I could start contributing to this account in December versus beginning of next year in January. So we'll see about that. So right now, guys, it's a C plus. What do you guys think? All right. So that's where I'm at with that. Again, let's add up the total. The total in this account here is $2,006.82. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next account. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's break this account down here. Let me describe these. This is my brokerage account, my first brokerage account. I'm going to go off into both of them here. The second one I'm going to talk about last. And now I got to explain to you guys, this is kind of confusing. So my brokerage account is at Fidelity, but also I manage this first brokerage account I'm going to show you guys. Now, also included in this, also at Fidelity, is an account that counts my Roth IRA and my traditional IRA is managed by my financial advisor. It just so happens that he's at Fidelity as well. So you're going to see all these accounts combined into Fidelity. My main brokerage account is at Fidelity, and my traditional IRA and my Roth IRA managed by my financial advisor is also at Fidelity. So let's break it down. Here's all of them right here. Okay, see that one there? That's what I manage. Okay, the ones down here, the Roth IRA down, see those professionally managed? Those are ones he managed. So let's break it down. All right, let's jump off in the ones I manage here now. Okay, so I have a brokerage account that I contribute to. Now, here's some notes. I stopped contributing to this same thing along with my sinking fund I just talked to you guys about. I don't feel good about it. I stopped contributing. I was contributing $300 to this total account, $150 each to the S&P 500 SPOG, and $150 to my information technology ETF FTEC. I was contributing $150 each equals $300 to this particular brokerage account. I stopped it just for the meanwhile until I focus on, again, my emergency fund and my health savings accounts. Hopefully, my goal here is to, again, focus on January 2026 to start contributing to this again. I am really itchy about this. I'm really itching, guys, to start contributing to this again. I don't feel good about this. This is my baby, my brokerage account that I manage. So I want to start contributing to this as fast as possible, okay? And I'm looking at, if everything goes okay, I'm looking at starting in December here this year, okay? Fingers crossed on that one, all right? But again, I cannot make a move unless I feel good about my emergency fund and that other account I told you about, that HSA, okay? So right now, my S&P 500 SPOG has a total balance of $968.12. Information technology ETF FTEC is $1,087.74 for a total of $2,060.21 for that account. All right, I'm gonna break it down here for you guys. There it is. All right. There's that account there. That's the FTEC account. All right, information technology. And I'm going to show you real quick here, the SPOG S&P 500. And there that is, 968.12. Okay. Had a little of a tough day today. Lost a little bit. All right, so let's get out of these accounts and then go back to the main screen. All right. There's the main screen right here. Now, let's just jump off into the traditional. You see down there where the traditional went up, pretty good margin. Look down here, the little screen down below here, the little graph. June 20th, it was down below 55, and now it's up to close. It was 57. Now it's dropped back a little bit today. So it's 56,000. Today is where is it at? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll put over here. I'll put myself over here. So it is $56,383.13. All right. So let's go to the Roth now. The Roth here is $25,456.72. You guys see that? Again, look at the numbers here on the little graph, June 20th, and now look where it's at. So Tough day today, but it went up pretty good in 1 month. All right. So that total for those two, the traditional IRA and the Roth IRA, is $81,000. Let's go back to that screen. Professionally managed. You guys see down there in the middle of the screen where it says professionally managed? $81,000. My financial guy, my financial manager guy, averages manages this account, and he manages for me $81,839.85. All right. Now, the total amount on this particular Fidelity account total, along with my brokerage account that I manage, is a total of, this is the number that you guys need to be writing down and keeping track of, right? This is the total number in this whole account, $83,906. See that up top there, the bold up top up there, guys? You'll see it up there. 83,000 to your upper right, $83,900.06. All right? So that's what's in that Fidelity account overall total. Now, my goal here was to get this thing at the end of 25. Hopefully I can get it. Now, again, guys, this would be a great time to talk about this disclaimer to you guys. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not guaranteed. This is not my life, and my accounts is not guaranteed for what's going to happen to you. I'm not guaranteed what's going to happen in your life. You choose to go this route that I went. Nothing's guaranteed in the stock market. I can only hope and hope my due diligence comes into fruition, that my accounts can equal to where I want it to be at the end of the year, right? For my goal purposes, right? And so, again, I'm not your financial advisor, not telling you what to do. This is just my life and showing you guys my progress in my life and my financial health going forward, okay? So I'm hoping that my goal for 2025 was $85,000, between $85,000 and $90,000 in this particular account. I would say I'm doing pretty good. Hey, we're about halfway through. We're a little bit past the midway mark of 2025. So I don't have a lot of time, man. I don't have a lot of time to the end of the year to get this thing where I would need to be, right? So my goal again, $85,000 to $90,000. I'm doing pretty good, $83,900.06. I say I'm on a good track. I feel pretty good about it. Even though I don't feel good about not contributing to my brokerage account, I gotta feel good about where this account is. And I would grade me as an A at this point. What do you guys think? Give me your grade. All right, so there you guys have it. Again, don't forget the total, $83,900.06. Let's move on to the next account. Okay, guys, so this is my second brokerage account, and this is the account that I manage. And quite simply, this is one of my smallest accounts. I don't have a lot in here. I don't contribute to a lot. Again, I believe that when you invest in individual companies, like I am on this particular brokerage app, I invest in the Mag 7, for example, that Magnificent 7 plus one. I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. So I think when you're investing in individual stocks, that you keep it as, that's just my personal opinion, that you keep it as a, something that's, very low on your percentage to your net worth, so I don't put a lot into this. I stopped actually contributing to it because, again, I'm focusing on the two accounts I talked to you guys about earlier, my emergency fund and my health savings account. Again, I will restart investing in this account when I get a chance to. It was $50 a month. When I start contributing to it again, it's going to be $100 a month. So again, I'm just investing in the Mag 7 right now and just kind of playing around with it. So my accounts are, the Mag 7, Magnificent 7, Google, Facebook, Tesla, Microsoft, you know what I'm saying? And I have one called Eli Lilly. It's a company involved with health products, dietary products and things of that nature. So I invest in Eli Lilly. They're a popular up-and-coming company. And all these companies, guys, are the big boy blue chips, right? And so I just feel like, hey, if you're gonna invest in individual stocks, you got to go for the big boys, right? And let it sit, just contribute to those accounts, dollar cost average, and just let them go, right? And so that's where it's at, man. Again, it's a small account I play around with. Again, let's mark this down, guys. $569.40. My goal for the year was to get this thing to $1,200. Again, I stopped it. Don't really necessarily feel bad about it, but I had to do what I had to do. It's not a big account. And so my goal, though, was $1,200. I don't necessarily feel too bad about it. I stopped my contributions. I will restart this thing either in December or beginning of next year in January, okay? And again, I'm going to contribute not $50 next time I start up, but it's going to be $100, okay? And my goal is to get at least 5 shares of each of 8 individual stocks I have in my brokerage account here, okay? All right. So again, let's go ahead and mark this down. $569.40. Go ahead, guys. Add that to the total. So what is my grade? I would say my grade is, I'll give my grade a C on this particular account. All right. And you guys can grade me as well again. All right. So let's go to the next account. All right, guys. So here is my next account and let's talk about it. So this is my full-time job's Roth 401k. Now, you guys see the total up there, $4,961.01. I feel decent about this account. I got a 14.71 rate of return. Feel good about it. I'm contributing only 6%, however. I'm getting a company match. My goal was at least get the company match of 3%. I'm contributing 6%. I feel good about this account. I'm looking to very soon here, when some other accounts rectify themselves and I move on to taking care of some other business, I soon will look to increase my contributions to this particular account from 6% to 12%, and we'll see where I stand. I feel good about this account. It's progressing. I got a good rate of return on it. Now, what I have in this particular account, what I'm investing in, is an S&P 500, right? And I'm also investing in a REIT, a real estate investment trust, right? In this particular account, right? And that feeds me dividends off of that particular account. So those are the two things I invest in my Roth 401k at my job, guys. So my goal for 2025 was just $5,000. And as you guys can see, I'm sniffing $5,000 right now. And so I got to give myself a pretty good grade on this one. This is probably my best grade yet, guys. Hey, guys, look. Hey, it's not all bad. I'm giving myself an A+ on this one, guys. I'm giving myself an A+ on this one. My best grade yet. What do you guys think? What's your grade? All right. Okay, so that's my 401k, my Roth 401k at my full-time job. All right. And again, let's go ahead and see where this thing shoots to when I start putting more money into it. All right. So my goal here, I want you guys to hold me to this, hold me accountable. I can't say it was going to be tomorrow, but my goal here by the end of the year is to increase this thing to 12% contributions. Now that's not including the money I'm getting as a match, right? Total will be 15%, right? The 3% match plus my 12, all right? So let's see where this thing goes. All right, guys? So there's my account. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys. So my last account, my last official account, let me move myself out of the way here, all right? So you guys see, this is my HSA at my full-time job. This is my health savings account at my full-time job, my HSA. And as I'm coming off and giving myself an A+ on my full-time job's Roth 401k, this could be my worst grade, and this will be my worst grade yet, guys. How I'm feeling bad about this particular account because I know I should have more money in there. And again, this is the reason why. This is the reason why, along with my emergency fund, my health savings account, my HSA, is a top priority because I don't feel like I got enough money in there. You guys, you long-term guys know that about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I was diagnosed as a diabetic. My diabetic numbers went up. So the doctors were concerned. They put me on medication for it. I had to go through all these tests and things of that nature. So all that stuff was taken. Of course, this account also takes care of my meds, guys, and my co-pays and all that, my medical stuff. So all that was recently taken out of this account. But I still should have more money in there. I got ongoing, as I get older, ongoing things going to happen. Eventually, I'm going to need more money in there. So I feel bad about where this is at. I should have more money in there. And this is why it's a top focus. I feel bad about this account. I don't feel good about it, right? And so soon here, and I have to focus on making a one-time transfer from my main bank account to this particular account. Okay, I can do that. I got it all set up now. I want to do it on. I want to do a transfer, one-time transfer. You can do that to this particular account, and also in November for the open enrollment, the next open enrollment period, and that's the only chance I get to change my contributions when I get paid. So every paycheck, money goes in this account, right? Right now it's only $15. So I want to take it the next enrollment period here in November. I want to change that from $15 to $50. Okay. And so that's my goal going forward. Right now, it's like I said, guys, this is one of my biggest disappointments. And this is why it's a top priority. My goal was to have $1,200 in this particular account by the end of 25. And I'm going at this rate, it's not going to happen. And so I have to give myself a bad grade on this particular account. Right now, my grade is D. Right, I gave myself a D grade. And what do you guys think? What I just told you guys, and what you know, what you see, what's your grade on this particular account for me? All right. So there you guys have it. Those are all my accounts I gave you. The next things I'm going to break off into is a value for my car, household goods, and some other things down the road here. And then we're going to add them all up. Now, again, let's pay attention. Remember, the HSA, look at the number up there top, what I got in that account, that's gonna add to my net worth. Are you guys adding it up at home? $211.58. All right, so let's jump out of this account and we're gonna talk about some other things here. All right, guys, so again, that was my HSA, my health savings account. So let's go to the next thing. We're almost done. We're getting toward the end. The next value, the next thing that I own that we're going to talk about is my car. I bought my car back in 2023 to serve as a vehicle to take care of my gig work. So you guys who don't know, if you're new to the channel, I do my gig work. I do work apps, right? I do a thing called GoPuff, a gig app called GoPuff, and I also do a gig app called Spark, which covers deliveries for Walmart and Sam's Club. All right, so I use my new vehicle to serve as, transportation to take care of my business, right? And so I'm an independent contractor, 1099, and that's what I do in that capacity. So bought a new car in 2023. I bought a Chevy Trailblazer. Of course, you guys know, as soon as you drive that new car off the lot, it drops in value big time. And so, and particularly what I'm doing, I'm putting more miles on my car than normal, than usual, all right? So that thing is dropping fast. Right now I bought it for $24,000 cash, straight out. And now that thing is most likely at a good $15,800. I would say that is worth, right? By looking at Kelley Blue Book and looking at all the numbers and figures, we got it at $15,800, okay? So again, your net worth is everything you own. You own it. If you sell it in the market, agrees with you, that money comes back to you and it adds to your net worth. All right, so that's where my car is at. I am going to put my car into my net worth. The value of that car, again, is $15,800, guys. So add that to your list. All right. The next thing are just basically household valuable things. I'll talk about a couple of them. I got new laptops. I got new furniture. I got a kitchen set. I got also a trading card collection, guys. And these things are more. Trading card collections, for example, are just like a valuable art, right? They're speculative assets, right? Which means that they don't really bring you any income coming in. they're based on a speculative marketing. It's someone based on someone else, what someone else thinks, or that kind of thing. It's based on market trends and things of that nature. So it's not something that's going to bring you income. It has a speculative value to it, right? And so the value could go up, could go down, right? But right now, and that's why I don't put a lot of, there's not a lot of value here. I'll put a very conservative value. I've counted my cards to figure out how much they're worth. I have a way of doing that. And so I'm going to put a very conservative estimate on this one here, a conservative number of $3,000 for all that. That again, if I sold all that stuff and based on market trends and what someone else thinks they're worth, it could be more than that. But right now it's at a very conservative $3,000. So add $3,000 to your total, guys, for all that. The last thing is just loose change. Loose change I have in my piggy bank, for example. I still have a piggy bank, all right, that I keep pennies and nickels and dimes in, all right? So, and just small little cash I have in my car or around my house, all right? So add $50 to the total. Add $50 to the total, all right? And so, again, here's my total for the year. Are you guys ready? What number do you guys have out there? What number do you guys have out there? When I started the year in January of 2025, my net worth at the time was $108,000. $108,000. Now, what is my total today as I talk to you guys right now? The total is my total net worth as of today, July 31st, 2025, or are we August yet? It might be past 12 o'clock midnight now. But anyway, you guys get the point. July 31st, 2025, $22,000, $122,000, $527.10. That is my net worth as I speak to you right now. Now, what's the difference? The difference is $14,527.10. All right. And so how am I looking to get my goal to increase my net worth by $45,000? Not good, guys. It's not good at all. There's been some circumstances that happened throughout the year. Lately my GoPuff app hasn't been, working out as well. I talked to you guys about this medical stuff I've been dealing with and going through. It's kind of slowed me down a little bit. But I can't use that as an excuse. I don't use things as an excuse, guys. I don't use that as an excuse. I have to grade myself on where I am. And as harsh as that is, I have to give myself a grade. And that's not going to be a good grade. So what do you guys think? What grade would you give me? I've only increased, here we are, July 31st, I don't have too much time left, right? I have less than half a year now, and I've only got an increase of $14,000, $14,500, and I got to get to $45,000, increase this net worth by $45,000. You guys think I'm going to do it? It don't look good, do it, guys? And so my grade is, I give my grade a C. I give my grade a C. And I believe my overall grade will be a C right now, guys. And so that's where I am. What do you guys think? There you guys have it. Those are all my accounts. If you guys have any questions on how I came to give myself these grades that I just gave myself, what are your grades? Let me know. I want you guys to participate. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think my grades are for each account I gave you guys? You also can respond to myself to my personal email if you want. If you have any questions on that, if you have any questions on yourself, your budgeting, for example, putting yourself on an even par to build wealth, putting yourself on an even Steven, putting yourself on a nice platform to build wealth, okay? You're welcome to reach out to my personal email. I'll leave it down below. There you guys have it. There's my net worth. Those are all my accounts. That's my net worth, and we'll see where it goes, man. I'm gonna need all your help. Hey, you guys can send me your encouragement. Keep me accountable. reach out to me and hold me accountable, man. Let's make it happen. I'm not looking good right now, guys. I'm not looking good right now. I'm behind. So I got a lot of work to do. I'm gonna need all your help. I need all the help I can get. So there you guys have it. If you're new to the channel and you like what you heard in this video, I'm gonna ask you to do one thing. Share this very valuable financial health information with someone you believe they can use this information to their advantage going long term. And who knows, maybe you can too. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's take it to another level. Raise the bar. Only then can we toast to ancestor stars. Peace.